Ha! Did you know that it takes exactly 3 seconds for a girl to decide whether she likes a guy? Moreover, science says that we need only 8.2 seconds to fall in love with a person. What these numbers show is that first impressions matter. They matter in any aspects of our lives, including not only personal affairs but also a professional domain. In particular, these first impressions play a very important role in the success of your resume in the world of freelance writing. Results of the recent study published by The Letters tell us that an average recruiter spends only 6 seconds on screening an individual resume. In freelance writing, this rule applies not only to large freelance writing platforms such as The Host or Writerzilla, but also to individual customers and clients. Therefore, in order to get the job, your resume should be not only informative, but also interesting. Today, I will tell you exactly how to do it. This lesson includes 6 critical recommendations for creating a great resume that will get you the job of your dreams in freelance writing. You can see the names of all these topics in the description below this video. So if you are interested in listening to some of them more than others, please scroll ahead and focus on those issues that seem especially important to you. I know that many of you still use Microsoft Word for creating your resumes. I strongly advise you not to do it. Look, imagine yourself in the shoes of a recruiter or a human resource manager, a client. You have screened like 50 resumes today. Obviously, if you eventually hire someone, then the resume of this freelancer is supposed to stand out from the crowd. It is supposed to be impeccable, right? So do not use Microsoft Word for creating your resume. Instead, think about finding some interesting and free CV construction platform that allows you to create visually appealing and professionally looking resumes. I, for instance, prefer the service on the website Europass. It's free, simple and convenient, and at the same time it allows you to create a much better resume than the one that could be ever constructed in Microsoft Word. Look, you just push on the button Create your CV online, and you will see a program in which you'll just need to fill out certain forms, like personal information, education and training, and personal skills. In the end, you will receive something like that. You see, this CV contains all the relevant information, but at the same time it looks cool and unusual. Please believe me, such resume is much more likely to succeed than the one created in Microsoft Word. If you look at the results of recent empirical studies on the use of cover letters in the recruitment process, you will probably notice that, in the opinion of many specialists, cover letters are not really needed anymore. They say that recruiters and human resource managers just do not have time for reading all these letters, and they make their decision exclusively on the basis of a set of standardized criteria that are applied during resume screening. So, as they say, there is no need in writing a cover letter. I do not agree with this point of view, and my disagreement is not a lucky hunch. It's based on years of experience and communication with many freelance writers. Maybe a cover letter is no longer that essential for office work, but when you apply for a job as a freelance writer, I think that including a cover letter is mandatory. Sometimes cover letters are even more important for clients and recruiters than your CV. Therefore, I recommend you to always write a cover letter when you apply for some long-term project or a job position with some large freelance website platform. I don't say that you must compose some specific document titled cover letter and attach it everywhere. No. I say that you should write several meaningful sentences summarizing your experience and your motivation in an email message or in a specific form that could be found on application pages of many freelance writing websites. Your cover letter should be polite, brief, informative, and relevant. Around 3 to 7 sentences will suffice in most cases, but of course everything depends on the unique characteristics and features of each particular job or a long-term project for which you apply. Let's look at the recent job opening at the Host, which is one of the most popular online SEO copywriting agencies. As you can see, they want you to provide an experience summary. Therefore, your cover letter in this form should include several sentences about your experience and polite phrases such as "Thank you for your consideration." If I were to apply for the job, I would probably write the following cover letter in this form. Good day. My name is Severin and I've been working as a SEO copywriter for more than 7 years. I cooperated with such clients as Maple, Smart Sites, Mobust and Cyber Infrastructure Incorporated. I am sure that my professional experience and skills can contribute to the growing success of your company. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Severin. This summary of experience is obviously the most important aspect of the recruitment process at the Host, at least in regard to this particular job position. If your sentences here are weak, a recruiter will not even read your resume, and the same situation could be observed in any freelance writing niche. Look, if you just send a resume to everyone, a client, a freelance writing website, then your employability chances will be low, because the competition in most sectors is fierce. What you really need is several meaningful sentences that will help you catch the attention of a potential client or an employer. Lying in your resume is a highly controversial area. Look, to be honest, have never lied in my CV, and for a good reason. Because in my opinion, in most situations, this trick will do you no good. I have started my career with applying for a job with such platforms that willingly accept newcomers without any prior writing experience. If you are absolutely sure that you must lie in your resume, then at least do it smart, and let me help you with these several important recommendations. First of all, do it only if you are 100% sure that you can handle the job. There is this platform WriterBay, it pays well and it has many orders, so even though its pay rates are not that high in comparison with some rivals, still a person can earn a significant salary there. However, its fine application policies are very strict. If a customer issues a dispute and then a quality assurance team finds you guilty, then you may receive a fine going as high as 200% of the price of the assignment. So you will eventually lose money. Unless you are sure that you can handle the job, do not lie in your resume in order to get it. Really, you'll just lose money and not gain anything. No professional experience, no chance for professional or personal growth, nothing. Second, do not lie about your educational background. I mean, you may add some information about additional courses, online seminars, conferences, especially those that are unknown to the public, but never lie about acquiring a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or God forbid, a PhD degree. Many companies ask their potential employees to upload digital copies of their degrees. In case if they fail to do so, obviously they will not be hired. So lying about your degree will never work out for you. I mean it. Third, be very cautious about what you write under your work experience form. I have an acquaintance who once wanted to apply for a job with Asia writers, and in order to increase his employability chances, he decided to lie in his resume by saying that he used to work for Essay Writers Net, which is a very popular academic writing service. However, the only problem is that Asia Writers, as it turns out, is actually an affiliate of EssayWriters.net. So my acquaintance was trying to convince a company to hire him on the basis that he already allegedly used to work for them. Of course, human resource managers from Asia Writers had a good laugh about it. Be very cautious about what to put in the work experience form. Check information about the company at which you were supposed to work at a certain period of time in order to ensure that this company is not in any way affiliated with your potential employer or a customer. As I've already told you before, there is a giant difference between different freelance writing niches. Therefore, submitting your resume, the same resume, to employers and clients from all these sectors might not be a very wise choice. My recommendation is to customize your resume. I mean, keep some basic information about yourself, your work experience and education as the basic template for your resume, and then customize the rest of the forms to the unique characteristics and requirements of a particular long-term project or a job for which you apply. Of course, this rule applies only to those resumes that are manually sent to customers or to freelance writing websites. I do not say that you should upgrade your resume on freelancer.com, Upwork or Fiverr each time you apply for a new project, because obviously it is not possible. How can you customize your resume? Look at the screen and I will provide 3 useful recommendations for you. First, if you use the Europass template or a similar website, there will be probably a form like job applied for. Of course, change it each time you apply for a new job position. Second, you may consider citing different stages of your previous experience. I mean, if you apply for a job as a SEO copywriter, there is no need in telling everyone about your teaching experience. It's irrelevant here. At the same time, this teaching experience might serve a great purpose for a person who applies for a job with some academic writing platform, because teaching experience may give you a competitive edge there. Third, of course, customize your communication, organizational, and personal skills. Naturally, there are some broad skill sets that are effective in any sector, but many recruiters from certain freelance writing companies are looking for specific magnets. I mean, words like excellent time management skills and an ability to work hard throughout the entire week are very useful for a SEO copywriter. If you utilize such words, you will significantly increase your employability chances as a SEO copywriter. But at the same time, mentioning your team working skills, which are very important in most office jobs, is not likely to increase your employability chances at all. The need to stand out from the crowd in your CV is obvious, but you will accomplish nothing if you become overly creative with your resume. Look at the words of a popular executive coach. As you see, he seems pretty sure about the disadvantages of overly creative resumes. Indeed, excessive infographics, videos, some colloquial language and unusual facts about yourself in most situations will make you no good. They will significantly reduce your employability chances because your resume will stop looking professional. So never try being creative in your resume. Just stick to the existing professional standards. You may consider trying standing out from the crowd with the help of a cool template, but not with the help of these overly creative elements. There is an ongoing debate among scholars, human resource managers, recruiters concerning an optimal number of pages that an ideal resume must contain. I recommend you going with the second option. I'm of course not as radical as Jenny Foss, the founder of the recruiting firm Job Jenny, who seems very determined about the disadvantages of one-page resumes, but I agree with him concerning the fact that it is nearly impossible to put all the relevant information on only one page. Let's summarize what we've learned today. In order to succeed in freelance writing, you must have a great resume that will be simultaneously informative, professional, and interesting. It should capture the attention of potential clients and employers. I recommend choosing one of many free CV construction building platforms that are available in the internet and use a cool template that at the same time looks professional. When applying for a job with some freelance writing platform or applying for some long-term project, always include a cover letter. This cover letter should have like 3 to 7 meaningful sentences that summarize your work experience and your motivation. Why do you apply for this position or this project? These sentences must be concise, relevant, informative, and very polite. I also think that it's a good idea to customize your resume to the unique specifics and requirements of each long-term project and job for which you currently apply. Moreover, I also recommend you to keep it on only 2 pages and make it look as professional as possible. You may add some information about additional courses, online seminars, conferences, workshops, especially those that are unknown to the public, but never lie about educational backgrounds that could be easily verified. Thank you very much for watching this video. The next lesson will be about freelance writing platforms. I will try to help you find a great platform that suits your interests, skills, previous experience and salary expectations. And of course, which is consistent with the freelance writing niche that you have hopefully selected while watching the previous lesson. If you still have not selected an optimal freelance writing niche, please do it now, because the choice of a suitable sector is a mandatory condition for succeeding in the world of freelance writing. Thank you and have a nice day. Take care.